Hi all. In this video we are going to see about UML in embedded system. UML stands for Unified Modeling Language and it was developed by George. Hi all. In this video we are going to see about UML. UML which stands for Unified Modeling Language and it was developed by Grady Boch in 1990s. It is an object-oriented language that had a visual representation which uses picture to describe the system. The Wintner language that is useful at many levels of abstraction that we could use it throughout the process and also used it for various aspects of design. So here it is an UML diagram. This is the UML object diagram which shows UML object. On our left hand side there is a command, hence it has no semantic meaning and it is just a command that we see in a folded over cover like piece of a paper on the right hand side. It is the object itself. The top bar has the object name and colon is the class name. This is a set of attributes and here these are the different data elements that we can also put the values here. So for instance, you can have two objects of same type and they have attributes, but each one has different value for its attributes. This is an UML class diagram. On the top bar, it has the name, then we have attributes and below we have the operations. The operations are like functions or methods that the every object of this class has these attributes and these operations. So the attributes of these operations in the class interface is the attributes that executes the operations down here and it provides the abstract interface between classes and also implementation on how it actually works under the relationship of other classes. So these operations can take arguments and then return values in an operation which can also examine the state of the object which just return the state of object. That is, string will be too fast. Its number will be 5 or you can modify the state of an object. Designing that the interface will be very important. If it is small and too specialized, then it may be hard to use or to find ourselves in writing a bunch of code around the object that is using the object and it is not part of the class. The interfaces will be too specialized and it be harder to reuse the object for other application, and some of the objects are disposable, but objects that we really do want to use, if the interface is too large, it's going to be to understand the code if it is in implementation. And the bugs that we won't find until it's late. So this one will be the example of the problem in design that is not small, it is large just right now. This is the relationship between the objects and also classes. So an association is a set of objects that communicate each other but one does not own the other. An aggregation is an object which has a smaller objects inside it. So it is a complex object. It uses several smaller objects to do its work, and a composition is like aggregation, but the outside world cannot get access these smaller objects inside of it. And the generalization is a relationship between classes. So we can define one class in term of another. So this is the class derivation. It is the term of another concept and it is a basic powerful concept that we want to define one class in terms of another. So in this case, we have derived class and it inherits from the base class, that is shown in the arrow mark here, and it here UML has many different arrows in this arrowhead. It is triangular and it is open, that means the derived class inherits from the base class. So the derived class includes everything from the base class and it adds some new things. And also it is not possible to derive but exclude something from the base class. It has to take everything and then add it to. So now we change the base class of any class that is derived from it automatically gets changes too. So it is the powerful concept here in the UML language. So we have a display class that describes all the sorts of different types of displays that we can derive from two different type of classes, from black and white display and the color black display, or white and color. Obviously treat colors in different ways, but there are both set of pixels which is derived from the display. We can also derive a class from more than one class. So it is a multimedia display and has a speaker and a video display. So we can derive our multimedia display from both of this. So now multimedia display has all the characteristics, that is for both the speaker and also display. So this is a multiple inheritance. There are some specialized things that we use in link and relationship between links and association. It is described between link, which describes the relationship between object, and association, which describes the relationship between the classes. So this is the example for link, that we have a message, bunch of message, that is we have more number of message and it has the same link. Set message set is that so this is an example of a link, that we have a message set which is a bunch of messages. That is, we have link from the message set to the particular message. So here message and second message set of these messages keep track on how many messages in this case of the diagram shows that we said we had two message set in the system. They had each be associated that have link with their own messages. So this is an example for an association, that is relationship between classes, and so here the class message set and here is the association. Drawing the line ends in the circle that's open, it is not filled in, so this means it contains message set. Well known message set as we. So this is an example of association, which is the relationship between classes. So here the class message set, the class message, and here is the association. Drawing the line ends in a circle that is open, it is not filled in. So this means it contains a message set which contains a message. How many will one message set as? We can see the slide closest to the message set class. It has a 0 to unlimited number of messages inside it. If a message set could have 0, 1 or 2 messages, that is we can put over by the message 0, 1, 2 or 0.2. In this case we can have 0 or more messages. So this is the stereotypes, that is where the recurring of the combination of element in an object or a class will be termed as stereotype, and the notation shows the example of the stereotype. So these are the basic concepts in the UML, and in the summary we can you say UML is a transmutable system design language which consists of class, object, inheritance, links, associations. So this is about UML language in embedded system. Thank you.